Hi, Jonah. This is Alan Cockrell with ABC, former hitting coach for the Colorado Rockies and the Seattle Mariners. I'm going to analyze some video this morning. And, Jonah, the first thing that I look for is balance throughout all phases of the hitting process. And for me, balance is simply keeping my knees inside my feet, okay, my head inside my knees. You're in a really good position here. The other thing I look for with balance, and particularly in setup, is that we have good equal bend in both knees. And you're in a really strong position here. I like your setup. You look comfortable and you look athletic. So we'll move this forward into the next phase, which is the load up phase of preparing to see the ball and then put a swing on the ball. Okay. The load phase is not complete until this back heel lands on the ground. You have a small stride, which is fine. In fact, I like a small stride. It's less to do. It's easier to repeat. But again, we're going to check some of your balance points. Again, we're inside the foot there. We're inside the foot. We have good equal bend in both knees. That's good. I like the position that your hands are in. They're strong. They're over your backside. And we're in a good, strong position. Now, when we get loaded, as a hitter, we want to feel weight on the inside part of this back thigh, okay? And I cannot feel the weight on the inside part of my back thigh if my knee has moved outside of this back foot. So you should be feeling weight right in here. And this is where we want to feel, our energy when we get to the load phase. All right, we'll run forward now into the area where we start our swing. Okay, we're moving forward. The first move that we make with the lower half is to drive this knee into the inside part of the front thigh. Okay, this is called a weight transfer. It's called a weight shift. Basically, I'm transferring my energy into my front side, so at contact the ball comes off my bat with the most force possible. And that's why it's important to have a good athletic front side so that it can receive the energy that this back knee is driving into this front thigh right there. You're in a very solid position. The other thing that I look for with hitters is that we make sure that our front foot, our stride foot, is no more open than 45 degrees. And you're at 40 degrees, that's absolutely perfect. You've probably heard the term stay square, stay closed, and that's basically what coaches are talking about. When we get to this position, if we're at 45 or less than 45 degrees, then what we're going to see is our hips are square to home plate, which yours are, and that whole front side is staying on the ball. That shoulder's in there, that hip is in there, and this foot is not opening up to allow for a quick front side or to promote a quick front side off the baseball. So, Jonah, you're in a very strong position here as we start our move into the ball. Now, our lower half starts our swing. It's our direction to the ball. It's our drive to the ball. And now the next phase is the connection. The connection is the elbow, shoulder, and back hip are going to come into an alignment. Okay? You're in a good, strong position right there. Really good, strong position. The energy that your lower half is providing into your front side is now starting to add up with this connection with this elbow, this shoulder, and this back hip. This is where all the energy will start to be released as our hands start to move forward to the baseball. All right? So we'll take it forward. Take it forward. Your hands are working, starting to work in front of your body. Okay? We're starting to work in front of your body good. We've got a good bat lag, I call it. And the bat lag is good because we do not want to expose the handle of this bat into the hitting area too soon. Okay? Those hands come out and around your body, and we're not pulling those hands forward in front of our body, then we're going to expose the handle of this bat way too soon into the hitting area. That's the bad part of the bat. That's the part of the bat that the pitchers want to hit, and we don't want that. So you're in a good, strong position. Take it forward more. Looks good. Looks good. We get to contact. Very strong position. Head and eyes looking right down the barrel of the bat. Really, really good right there. Okay? Really, really good. Palm up, palm down at contact with your hands. That's the strongest position that we can be as a hitter. I like the transfer of energy into this front thigh. That's a good, strong position. We're starting to get a backside turn with this back foot and this back hip right here. That looks good. Okay? We're going to run it forward. We're going to run it forward. As we run forward, we're starting to get some extension with the barrel of our bat, which is good. We'll continue to run forward. All right? The only thing that I see, Jonah, is that we have just a little bit of recoil. And when I say recoil, this head is starting to sit more on the backside. Okay? It's starting to sit somewhere back there. We would be fine with having this head more in this position to where it was more over our belt buckle. Okay? That's the position that's going to allow us to keep our bat traveling through the baseball and covering all areas of the strike zone. This would be away, this would be middle, and this would be in. And it's going to allow for that extension to stay through the ball. If that head is over the backside, it makes it difficult for us to stay through this ball out here. This ball that's on the outer half, or this ball that's on the outer third. Okay? So that would be the one suggestion that I can make. You've probably heard the term stay back. And stay back simply means that this head right here, this head does not travel in front of this front foot. It does not get out here over the front foot. Stay back also means that this knee right here does not get out over the front foot. As soon as it gets out over the front foot, we have now lunged, we've gone forward, we are not back. As long as the knee is inside that front foot, at contact, extension, through the swing, we have stayed back. As long as this head does not get out over the front side or out over the front foot, we have stayed back. The recoil that I see with your head right here is just causing us to maybe not get the full extension, the full bat speed through pitches that on the outer half of the plate or the outer third of the plate. But all in all, we'll take this forward into your finish. You have maintained tremendous balance throughout the entire swing. The one thing that I would suggest in going forward is that we just get a little bit more of a weight transfer and keep that head more centered over our belt buckle. I would take swings off a tee, and I would set that tee on the outer half of the plate or the outer third of the plate, even with my stride foot, and I would just work on getting a good transfer, particularly with my head, and drive that ball into the right side of the cage or what would be into right center. But you do a lot of things good, Jonah. I want to thank you for coming to our camp.